Before we dive into the landfill of weirdness this week, the website is back, baby.
You mean the glorious return of gildedtrash.com?
Exactly. The digital dumpster fire has been rebuilt and it is live. You can find all of our socials, binge our YouTube, and send us messages. Yes, even your weird uncle's ghost story. And of course, links to our merch.
Which means if you've been dying to wear our logo on your chest, like some of you have, I know, drink coffee out of one of our mugs, use one of our beer koozies, or class up your desk with a Stay Trashy sticker, now's your chance.
Yep, and the best part, no more is the site down again. It's up, it's working, and it is your one-stop shop for all things trashy.
So that is gildedtrash.com. Go check it out before the squonk cries another river.
Lanterns low, thunder rolls. Scott and Alanna hit the road. Dirt roads dark, moonlight hides. Sasquatch prints by the riverside. Mic in hand laughs in the breeze. UFOs and smoking trees. Gilded trash where the wild things roam. Laughter and legends leave.
All the Rutters employees know our names. So you guys just heard the new intro and you will hear the new outro to the Gilded Trash podcast, which
Fun. Very fun.
Scott helped rewrite the lyrics too. So we took the original lyrics to Riding Shotgun. Scott refined them because we wanted to make a spookier version for Halloween season. But I like it. I think
Well, and not only that, we wanted to make it more
personal.
Yeah. So now it's good. The Rutters employees do know our names. They say, "Hey, bub, how you doing? How you doing, bub? Welcome to Rutters. We got your egg roll. We got you one regular pork egg roll, one Philly cheesesteak egg roll. We got you an Italian sub with sweet peppers. We brought back pot stickers for you." I wish they would, because theirs were better than Sheetz. Which, I mean, we talk about all the time. Rutters is better than Sheetz. I mean, that's just all there is to it. There's very little. I'm trying to think of maybe the chicken sub is the one thing from Sheetz. It's like,
yeah,
and even I just think that's because Rutters doesn't have one. If they had one, they put those little grilled nuggets on there, bud. It's over. Game over. Rutters wins again.
I love a good grilled chicken nugget. Yummy. You like my shirt this week?
The Exorcist. The best book, the best whole, scary book, the best scary movie. But I bring this up. I was just talking to you about this. I watched The Exorcist III the other day, as I do every Halloween.
Was it last night when I woke up to demons in my brain?
No. This was the other day while I was working.
Oh, okay.
And I think Friday maybe even. But The Exorcist III, a lot of people don't know this. So there's The Exorcist 1, regular one, Linda Blair. Your mother knit socks and smell. Damn me. That one.
Why you leave me?
Why you leave me, damn me? That one, that Exorcist. I love that that's how that one's described. So that Exorcist. Well, then there's another one. It's called Exorcist II, The Heretic. And Linda Blair's in that one too, but it's it wasn't written by Blatty. You know what I mean? Whereas the first one's based on a book by William Peter Blatty. Then the second one has nothing. That's like a Hollywood creation. You know what I mean? Because they wanted a sequel. However, there is a sequel to The Exorcist that Blatty wrote in a book. It's called Legion. The book is called Legion, and it's billed as the sequel to The Exorcist because it involves Damien Karras, the priest. And I'm not like going to go through all that, but point being is it's the true sequel, and it is a stellar movie. A lot of people agree it has probably the best jump scare of all time. And it's just a great movie. George C. Scott is in it. It's a psychological thrill. I honestly like it better than the regular Exorcist. I think it's a standalone movie. It's fantastic, but because it involves Damien Karras, who you find out didn't really die when he threw himself down the stairs. The demon inhabited his body, and then he's in a psych ward. The Gemini killer, and he's like the demon allows him to telepathically go into people and kill them, so the killings continue.
Wow.
And it's kind of like the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington and John Goodman. It's the same thing where the demon can sort of like he's like a serial killer, but he's also like the demon. So the serial killer's using the demon to like jump bodies and kill people and stuff. So it's the same kind of. Maybe even where they got that idea for Fallen from.
I mean, that is terrifying. It's terrifying to think about. I mean, I don't know how much I believe or not believe in that stuff. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. The
It's
use
the
of
Halloween
hyperbole.
season.
Yeah. I believe enough, right? So, but I'm only calling out, I call out my t-shirts every time. I love wearing cute t-shirts. This is a large. It's the first time since I was in probably 7th grade that I have fit into a large. And if I didn't have these things, I'd probably fit into a medium. But I am now able to buy t-shirts at Five Below who carry a lot of cute t-shirts for like $6. So yay, small wins.
I know I would have, if I could lose probably 25, 30 pounds, I'd have probably 30 more t-shirts than I already have. But I'd lose 50 because they'd be too big.
You said you'd have access to more t-shirts than you already. You probably have 60 t-shirts.
No. I have way more than that. But my point being is if I gain 30, I'm going to lose 50 that fit me now. So it'll be a net loss. It'll be a net loss. Yeah.
All right.
Plus, some of those are not as new. You know what I mean? They're older. Yeah. So,
Ooh, I need to go through your old t-shirts. I can wear them now. And there's probably some ones that I like.
Probably. I got a nice large Black Sabbath t-shirt in there that's been waiting for somebody to wear for years.
That'd be me. So,
it's purple too, I think.
Speaking of shopping, oh my Lanta. Like, I feel like I've been in every store that God never made this week.
I have been.
You have been. And we'll get to that too in just a second, because that's a whole freaking 10-minute.
We're going to do a public service announcement about that, because that's some bullshit.
Yes. But I was in Spirit. Oh, yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was in Spirit Halloween this week, and I can't go in there because I want to leave with everything. So I canceled my TikTok dolls because they weren't going to get here on time. I'm going up and getting like a floating doll. You guys have seen the gun cabinet. A what?
Robert the doll.
Yeah, Robert, Annabelle. Annabelle's, they want $80 at Spirit for Annabelle, but she's probably 4 feet tall. So when it goes marked down, I think I'm getting her.
Yeah, we'll go get her November 1st, buddy. She'll be $26.
Yeah. But I need one for our show on the 25th.
No, I get that, but yeah.
I'm getting a different, they have ones in the $30 range that are really, really, really cool. So that I also pit stopped at Goodwill this week looking for stuff. I've been on a mission to make the event space like the best space.
I like to refer to it as just the Will.
The Will.
Is there a Bad Will store where you get things that are a little fucked up? You know what I mean? Like, I mean the Goodwill's already a little fucked up. So imagine what the Bad Will would carry.
Yeah.
Like a TV that works for a week and then shuts off.
So, we also celebrated your birthday this past week, which was awesome, right? And you did get a new chair to go in the den, and
I
much
did.
needed.
Although that
But
wasn't a birthday present. That was just a
no,
much needed. We were planning on making that purchase before. So don't go
exactly.
thinking that I got a chair and a pizza oven, okay?
You broke the surprise already. No, so I just want to call it out as ironic because we sold the Peloton, which I never used, in order to buy the chair. That was all already like what we agreed upon, right? But your actual birthday present plays in with the Peloton story. So go ahead.
It does?
Yeah. It's the same thing that Peloton did to us as what you're about to describe.
Oh, right. It's the same kind of deal that they're trying to think. So I got a Solo brand pizza oven. And they're wonderful. I'm not knocking it. Everything I've read about it, it's beautiful. I have a Solo stove campfire pit that is amazing. I love it. I'm not knocking. This is not a knock on Solo's products in any way, shape, or form. The products are great. What I could have you do, though, is maybe read some of the comments of the reviews of the Solo pizza oven. Because you really to use it properly, you need a wooden pizza launch, like a little bamboo pizza launch. You need a pizza peel, stainless steel, to be able to turn and pull the pizza out. And then you don't have to have thermal gloves. I already have that. Or an infrared thermometer. You don't have to have those things, but they are nice to have. Here's my question, though. You do sort of need the pizza peel in the thing, and it's a very unique size, 13 inches. Whereas, say, the Ninja is 14, so their peels are a little bit bigger. So you can't just replace it with any old thing. Well, why not, when you have a unique size, why not include those products that you know that they need to operate the thing that they're getting? Why not include those in the thing? You're spending $500 on a freaking pizza oven. What's another $50-$75 to include everything that you need? Like, clearly you're already paying for a premium product. People that are buying Solo stuff, it's a premium product because you can buy other knockoff ones for a lot less. Name brand stuff. So it's a high-end product. Why? And usually with a high-end product, your biggest focus is like the quality of the product and then customer satisfaction. That's usually what sets you apart when you're like a higher level thing. And they just
They're
they
ignoring their comments.
right, because every comment you read in the reviews is like, I love this thing, it's the best thing ever, I just wish at the first time that I had known that I needed these things. And
Yeah.
and boom, you went from all 4-star reviews to 5-star reviews just by
Yep.
doing that. And like I said, you're already paying for a premium product. People aren't going to care about another couple of bucks to throw everything that you need in there.
Right, exactly. And like the thing of it is, that's why I brought up the Peloton, because Peloton did the exact same thing. Exactly. Their standard base model comes with a seat that literally hurts your ass. Like, I spent the first week crying. I couldn't even use the Peloton. So then I replaced it with a seat upgrade. But at that point, I was just over it. Like, fuck off. Seriously,
And the
I was so
shoes and the
mad.
pedal thing, it's like very hard to find. Like, you can't do anything. It's like all got
Right,
to be ordered through them. It's a pain in the butthole, is
right.
what it is.
So
Yeah.
bye-bye, Peloton. Yeah, we paid for it, but we resold it, and you won't get a subscription fee
You
forever.
ain't
And
getting a
it is
goddamn
because,
game. Well, and then that on top of that too, then it's another $38 a month or whatever it is to get the family pass, and I'm getting way more
right.
use out of my recliner. Let's put it that way.
Well, and I mean, and it's not like we're totally dormant. We do activities. They're just not,
Oh yeah, I just
they're
don't care
not
for the Peloton.
exercise.
Yeah, I don't care
But,
for the Peloton. I'm not a big biker anyway, but
right,
although I
right.
do like a good bike, but a bike you go places, bub. And
So
I'm just
what mic
standing.
did you
Okay.
do on your Sorry, what mic did you do on your birthday?
Juniata Brewing.
Oh, I do that. So, I'm glad you said that because I totally forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I am on the ever and never ending search for the best Bloody Mary. You can, I don't care if you put a whole charcuterie board on top of it as the garnish, right? That's not what does it for me. What does it for me is the flavor of the drink because I'm trying to get my veggies in and my,
A crab leg, 2 shrimps, bacon,
right.
olives, pickles, celery sticks, carrots,
That's all fun.
buckwheat
That's all fun.
pretzels, and a $2 bill and a
Right,
little umbrella.
exactly. Like that's all well and good, but if the flavor of the drink sucks, fuck it, right? So I love the bartender at Juniata Brewing. He's so nice. But
Very
he
nice.
made me the best, hands down, best Bloody Mary. Now
Even
I
better
will
than the
say,
one you had the day two before that, that you said was
yeah,
excellent. Where was that at?
so yeah. So at Westmont, what's it called? Westwood Grill.
Oh, Westwood Bar and Grill or whatever.
Yeah, shout out to Day. Happy 50th birthday. So we were out there for Day's birthday and what are you doing?
Making a face.
Okay. So we were out there for Day's birthday and my girl Kelly did make me a damn good Bloody Mary. It is a very close second. However, the one from Juniata, it's
Oh, because
like,
I seen him sprinkling tagine, and he was doing some extra things that I don't usually see people do. I mean, I know the usual repertoire. You know what I mean? The Worcestershire, the Old Bay, the
right.
I don't usually see him put tagine in it.
Well, and their base is Zing Zangs, which is the best Bloody Mary mix on the market.
And he also, what else did he hit it with that I was like some fresh lime juice?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
it was all
stellar.
very good. Yeah.
And so to the girl, the college girl, the youngin' who returned her Bloody Mary to the bartender the other week at Juniata, you need some wisdom, honey. You need to have a couple years working a full-time job, smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, get some real life experience before you decide whether a Bloody Mary is good or not, because that is a fucking grown-up drink. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. He said that a college girl returned it after you told him it was the best one. It was delicious. She probably didn't know it was tomato juice. She probably thought it was something else. Not everybody's ready for tomato juice.
Yeah, like Bloody Mary
Well,
is like my favorite breakfast
yeah, it's
when
a
I'm
very
home.
good. Well, it's a good drink just in general. I mean,
Yeah, I
who
love a
don't
good
love tomatoes?
steak.
Who don't love tomatoes?
But we found out that the host of that mic up at Juniata, Kevin, has an
Mhm.
oddities museum. That is like right up
Which,
our
yeah,
alley.
we're definitely going to check that out because that's very cool. There's a lot. You meet so many interesting characters, especially at a mix mic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because not everybody's into comedy, but they're into cool stuff. This is a
Yeah.
perfect example. And I mean, Kevin does do comedy, but that's not like his forte.
Right.
But
He does it all.
like,
Comedy, music, all of it. And that's what I love about these people in central Pennsylvania, up and around like State College area, Altoona, is that they're all like
Huntingdon,
they're into it all, like you said. They have musical backgrounds, they have theater backgrounds, they have stage performance, they have writing, they have comedy, and then they have that other thing, which is we're all weird and probably on the spectrum. And so, like, there's that, like, it's just a good group of
they
people.
like UFOs. They like paranormal stuff. They like, you know what I mean? They're all into
Yeah.
weird things.
Yeah.
Weird, weird, weird. Is that weird or what?
And so then we like so many adventures this week. I feel like we were touching grass forever. So, when we got back from
You
that
just wanted to
show,
say that.
so when we got back from that show, there was a surprise for your birthday in the refrigerator from the parentals.
Ooh, and let's spend the next
Yeah.
45 minutes talking about this because it's the greatest thing that has ever, in the cold waters of the Norwegian icy Atlantic, They raise salmon on Faroe Island or Faroe Island. I don't even know if it's Faroe or Faroe.
How do you
But
spell
they
it?
Faroe, but it's also
Oh.
Norwegian. So who knows how they say? They might say it Schlenklin, Schlenklin. um, they no, but so it's these fair, and we've had good salmon. I've had, we get all the we try different kinds of salmon. Sometimes we buy just your regular bullshit, Atlantic regular salmon. Sometimes we buy like a little fancier stuff from like the Northwest, or we bought it from like Alaskan sockeye or whatever the hell it is. You know what I mean? We've had different salmons.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we haven't had good ones. We've had some that are excellent. But this salmon, this Faro, we don't know how to say it, island. This raised in the cold
Oh, my
waters
hair.
of the
So
North
good.
Atlantic. It's renowned, it's renowned the world abound for having a very rich fatty marbling,
Mm.
which then makes the salmon. And these layers, you could see it. We're going to put up a picture here of it pre-cook. And then I smoked it with my house rub with just salt, pepper, garlic powder, paprika, brown sugar.
Homemade brown sugar at that.
Homemade brown sugar. I made the molasses myself. I ground out the sugar. Um, no, no, but I did mix it up because when you mix up your own brown sugar, it gives it a little more molassy flavor. It's
Caramel. Yeah, like
more
a
molassy, more molassy. It needs to be just a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Molassy. Can you make it a little bit more? These gingerbread cookies are good, but I like it a little more molassy. I'm going to say that when we go to molassy. These cookies aren't molassy enough. But no, it was unbelievable. And then I smoked it and the rub, and it was just, it was one of the most glorious experiences I've ever had eating salmon.
Yeah. And I don't talk about food pornographically like you do. So the only thing that I can say is this day 3, I'm still eating it. And I eat a lot of chicken and fish to begin with. But I could eat this probably every day. Like, it's just so
I
good,
would like,
even cold.
yeah, I would like to cold smoke it so we can.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. That
With
on a
bagel and the
bagel.
cream cheese onion and the capers. What?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Unbelievable. Oh, that would be so. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because it would be that good. But then they also bought me
It's
a
so
big old fat brisket. So
Oh my
they bought me a couple pounds of salmon and a big old fat brisket. What's that tell you when people give you that for your birthday? They go, like, this guy just needs a brisket. Get him a brisket. He'll
He looks
enjoy
like
that. He needs more brisket in his life.
our son-in-law's the meat man.
No, but I mean, I'm happy with it. If you know anything about me, please give me food for my birthday.
Or
Please,
any holiday, any day of the week.
please,
Just drop
just
off
give me
there.
food in general. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yes, yes. And speaking of food, my jars came for the sourdough starters. So
I'm
finally
looking
have
forward to that.
everything. Yeah.
I need you
So
to get on
now,
that. I need you to do whatever you need to do to get going.
no, I know, but like you know me, I like to have everything. I'm precise.
No,
So
man.
the only thing that I do not have right now is a warmer. And I talked to Chappie. Our kitchen's not warm enough. The radiator's not going to do it.
Although I think
So
you're judging it on kitchen pre-windows. I don't think it's going to be that cold in there this year.
touche, however, we'll see. I gave
Yeah.
him the condition. I told him there's a brand new window above that radiator. And
Well,
he
and above.
said,
The biggest one's the one above the kitchen. I mean, the sink, because
oh,
that one allowed so much cool air in. You could feel it. It would just blew in like a thing. I don't even know what thing. It blew in there like a
like it
windmill,
was,
and
yeah, like it was coming in to haunt us or something. I hated it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it always was. It was whirling. You'd be
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, quick break from the chaos because we need you, yes, you, to send us your weird.
Your cryptid sightings, your UFO encounters, your I swear this house is haunted moments, we want them all.
And don't just yell them into the void. Go to gildatrash.com, click the contact link, and tell us everything.
This is your chance to make us pack up a car, drive 6 hours to the town that you live in or grew up in, and wander around in the dark while I question my life choices.
True story. If you've got a skunk in your backyard, a ghost in your attic, or just saw something in the woods that you can't explain.
We'll bring the cameras, the coffee, the bug spray, all of it.
The jerky.
The jerky.
Exactly, but we can't come to you if we don't know about it. I mean, that's the whole alley behind our house, though. It sounds like we're so close to the river. It sounds like a wind tunnel back there all fall. It's like haunting. It feels like we live in like Sherwood Forest or something. And it's like we're in like our town. It's so weird.
The Windy City, Johnstown is, I always say this all the time, that Chicago's a windy city, but Johnstown's, Pennsylvania's a windy city. Because it's like, it's just a wind tunnel, dude. It's a wind tunnel. It's a wind tunnel. But yeah, no, I am very excited for this. Well, because going back to the pizza oven, we're going to be eating sourdough crust pizza, kids. Sourdough crust pizza. I can't stress that enough. If you have gluten allergies, you'll be fine.
Yeah, and I love pizza. That's one of the few bread products that I still love to eat. And I'll tell you what, like, I'm looking forward to a good sourdough crust.
Well, let me tell you what else I'm looking forward to. Pretzels, you mentioned. All the things you were talking about yesterday. Pretzels, pizzas, pretzels. What else was there? I'm just excited about those two things. Bagels.
Yeah.
Bagels, pretzels, pizzas.
Crackers.
Crackers. I'm not as interested in crackers. I would be interested in woven bread, though.
I can do that. I'm going to learn how to do all those scoring and
yeah, that's what I'm talking about, where it's like, it looks like they looped it together or something with two different kinds. Like one's like a rye and one's like a marble rye. There you have it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So what would be really awesome is if I can do pumpernickel. You know, that's my jam.
And then I'll deep fry and make the old school Ruby style, the old school Ruby Tuesday style croutons, which I don't know if anybody out there, like when Ruby Tuesday was in its prime and that salad bar was hitting, with them croutons. They hit it with some garlic sauce. Because I worked at Ruby Tuesday, and they'd come at the pumpernickel. They'd cut up the pumpernickel, throw in the deep fryer, and then they hit it with garlic salt. Like Jason. That's how they put the garlic powder. And they just, you get into a little, I'm getting excited thinking about them. Those were the best croutons. I used to eat handfuls of them there. They'd be like, we need a new batch of croutons. I'd be like, they must be getting them.
Meanwhile,
you got them in my pockets.
Oh my God. I do love a good salad bar though. Oh, speaking of salad bar, I have so many things that obviously we did a lot this week. So everything we're talking about is just like things that I want to talk about this week that's not heavy. We did 2 heavy episodes. Let's keep it light. So I've been getting really positive reviews on my haircut. I absolutely love my hair. I love it when it's like this. It suits my face, I think. But I'll go through moments where I'll grow it out and then I'm mad because, whatever. This is the healthiest, right? My hair is naturally curly. There is only a few people who can cut my hair correctly. And Linda Atwood at Elle Salon and Spa in Windber, I love you. Thank you. You brought me back to life. Yes. But the reason I say that, The reason I say that is because they're located. Oh, wait. So first, let me finish about Elle too, because Elle is a very adorable salon and spa in Windber. They have a nail tech. They're getting a eyelash tech this week, or they're in the process of. They do hair. They do the things. They have
An outdoor pizza oven. No, I'm kidding.
no, they don't.
I-
But we'll get there. So they have makeup tattoo artists. They have everything, right? Estheticians coming. Love the vibe is so adorable. We met the owner when she was our co-celebrity judge at the karaoke contest.
we talked about that
Annie.
last week. Yep.
Yeah. So Annie is the person. She has a salon. Linda has a chair there, and Linda is hands down one of the best stylists in the Johnstown greater area. So thank you, Linda. I love my hair. I didn't get to wear it Friday night because I had a hat on. We'll get there. But she brought me out the back way, which leads right into Bella's. And I didn't know that Bella's in Windber has a buffet from like 11 to 1 or 11:30 to 1.
Like a pizza
Where
buffet?
they have pizza, they have garlic knots, they have salad, they have a little bit of pasta, and it's $9.99-ish.
Hoagie?
I
Slices of
don't
hoagie?
know. I don't know, but we're gonna have to. So when I get my hair done the next time, next time I get my
I'll
hair
be down
done,
there eating.
we're gonna do a lunch date first, and then, we'll do something. But so I'm excited about that because
Well,
you said
we can go through the buffet. I'll eat a couple plates with you. You can leave, go get your hair done, and I'll continue to enjoy the buffet.
there you go. Um, Speaking of food still, because we're on that train, we also tried the Arby's steak nuggies this week.
And you know what I have to say about these? Well, the first off, it's not steak. I wish it was juicy, delicious, like little chunks of steak, but it's not. It's brisket or a roast very similar to that. And it tastes like brisket because it's smoked. It's smoked in a brisket style of smoking, even though it may not be
Yeah.
exactly cut, although I suspect that it is based on the
Regardless of
way
the
that
cut. Yeah.
it would be better if it had the steak flavor. Don't you agree? Like, I mean, I liked them. I'm not knocking them. They're good and they're a nice alternative to the other things that you can get at fast food restaurants. But when you call something a steak nugget, it brings up
Yeah.
visions in my mind. First off, when I was in school and we had steak nuggets like once a month, and they were like little hamburger bites, but they were seasoned like steak. They were delicious. We also had steak nuggets that were breaded. And
Yes.
that's what Papa's trying to find is those little breaded steak nuggets. Oh dear Lord Jesus. But back to the Arby steak nuggets. Good overall scale 1 to 5. I've given them like a 3.5 because they're good.
Agreed.
I'm sure if they were done properly, cooked by like someone like me and not some fucking schmoron that works at Arby's, I'm sure they would be delicious. That's my argument, that I make everywhere I go. If you could just turn me loose in a KFC or a McDonald's or a Burger King, anything, you're going to get the best. I could take the exact, not use anything different than what they do and just make the best version, like what you see on TV. You know what I'm
That sounds
talking
like a
about?
good, fun game show.
I think it would be. We talked about this. It would be a great game show.
Yeah.
And just be like, we've also talked about ones where I surprise work at fast food restaurants. Because I'm just a great kitchen
jump
worker.
behind the line.
I'm just a great kitchen worker, and I would school all these kids. And I don't even need to know how to do it. I know how to do it. I promise you. No one needs to tell me how to do it. I'll figure it out.
So
Yeah, that's
it's funny
my.
that you say that because remember, that all stemmed from that KFC incident where it took us like hours to get our food. And I was like, we're both like, you're a better kitchen manager, but I can also run a kitchen. So I was like, we should just jump behind the line and start working. Like, what would they do? Right. I was trained at Hardee's when they were still frying chicken, like selling fried chicken. So like, I knew the process, right? Like I was just about to jump behind the line and start working.
No. What transpired at that KFC was I don't even want to talk about it. It was one of the most horrifying, traumatizing things that's ever happened to me. And I still think
God.
about it every time. I don't eat chicken without thinking about it. I nearly got arrested at a KFC that night. I called the police on KFC for stealing my money. That's how fucking pissed I was. That's how far I took this. It was like the biggest Karen moment of all time. And I went hard in the paint, boy. I went hard. I called the cops on KFC. I was like, they stole my money. And they did steal my money, those cock-licking sons of bitches. I had to call corporate to get it straightened out.
But let's be honest, it wasn't like we just bought like two $7 meals. First of all, KFC is a little bit expensive, but we had like $56 worth of food because we're feeding us and the parents.
We had like one bucket.
No, we had a bucket for us and a bucket for Skeebs.
I don't know.
But
about
even
that.
so, that's 2 buckets of chicken at like what, 4:00 on a Saturday. It shouldn't have been that hard or taken that
It
long.
was that
Regardless.
KFC up there is the worst KFC you'll ever go to. Don't ever go to the Johnstown KFC. I'm telling you right now, they suck ball sack. All KFCs suck ball sack. But this one is the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. I guarantee you they rank in the very bottom of all KFCs.
I think it's
All
because
Yum
they're
brands.
franchise. Well, they're like, aren't KFCs like franchise though? They're not like, oh,
They're not like McDonald's or Burger King or they're Yum brands, and that's who owns all of them.
well,
Taco
whoever they
Bell,
got,
KFC, and Pizza Hut are all like that. You don't get franchises of those.
they suck.
They do suck. They do suck. They should be focused on that. Johnstown KFC, do better. I'd call out a name, but I'm not going to because I'm not that ignorant. But if they get rid of him, they'll fix the fucking government.
Well, I don't
Anyway.
think it's him alone.
Oh,
Look at
he's got a
that.
large part to do with it. He's like the head honcho. What's that
That
tell
poor
you?
guy.
What you told him that night, though. You told him that night. And we're not going there. We're not going to. Anyway. We're not going there.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm not fired
Oh, it
up
was the
about it
greatest
anymore.
moment of all time. She said, you didn't graduate high school. Who trusted you to fucking run a KFC, you dumb fuck?
Did I say that? I mean,
Yeah, that's exactly. You didn't. I added the cussing, but you said you didn't even graduate high school. Who trusted you to run a KFC? And that was the greatest. All his employees, right at that moment, were like,
yeah, that's not.
loser.
I didn't think about it from that aspect. And like, I grew up with the kids, so I do kind of feel bad after
You shouldn't
thought
have
for
said that.
saying
Don't
that.
say that. Don't say that. Cut that out. I don't want him to be identifiable.
I don't even think he works there anymore. But
Oh, he
regardless of
does.
that,
Trust me. He remembers me too, because now he's super nice. Scott, here you go, Scott. Here's your KFC. Actually, it's always the gay guy that waits on me now, but I see him back there, and he knows. You don't forget the guy that said you don't forget that. It was a 2-hour long ordeal. You don't forget that guy of me yelling at him.
it just like I'm only saying it's embarrassing because first world problems, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
it was just a long day for us and we were doing shit and trying to get shit done. And
If it
I
was a
was just
first
mad.
world problem, it would have been at Popeyes. This is KFC. This is real problems.
Stop it. We didn't have to go down to Maryland the last 2 weeks. I know that fucking much. That's all I'm saying on that. I've done enough posts on that this week. What else did I want to talk about? There was so many things because I said we were going to come back to, hyperbole. I've been batting around doing a TikTok post on this, but like just because you said about demons earlier, like I am so sick of people being called demons. I feel like we're about to get back into that witch hunt thing where like they like just said everybody was a demon and
Well, no,
everybody
it's
was a
like,
witch.
and this is what people have said. You got one side saying that one side's Nazis and the other side calling the other side evil and demons. What do you think's going to happen? That's why, what do you think's going to happen?
Right. Exactly.
You
Exactly.
get shit
The only
it
demons.
goes back to it's hyperbole and it comes from everywhere. It's the media, it's both sides. It's not that it's just it's the thing at work. The man. It's the man.
Yeah, it is. You're exactly right. And like I said, I want to keep it light this week. So that's all I really wanted to say on that is just because you said demons earlier, and I was like, oh, demons. I think I wanted to talk about
Well,
demons.
there's a lot of demon talk right now, and let's be real. I mean, this is the most that demons have gotten talked about in a while. I mean, me personally, I'm a Goblin fan. But demons have made quite the comeback. People are seeing demons. People are saying they see demons. Beyonce's a demon. They say, there has been they haven't talked about this much about demons since the Bible, since Jesus' time.
Well, the latest demon on the scene is Bad Bunny.
Oh, he's terrible. He's a demon. He's a little demon. He's a little screaming demon.
It's exhausting at this point. That's why I
Yeah,
like right where I'm at in the center of things, right? Because I don't subscribe to the far side of anything. Maybe the PHARCYDE, far side, but or whatever that was, that old comic book. But like extremism just it drives me insane when even people because I try to put myself in check on this. Like, I obsess, right? So I'll bomb something. If I figure something out that I like or want to do, that'll be my obsession for like a month, 2 months, and then I'll drop it. That's just my personality. It's the way I roll. It's the way my creativity rolls. But people who are and then stay obsessed and make it their personality, that's a little scary for me. It makes me wonder where they are, like mentally inside of
if
themselves.
you care that much about anything, I think that that's probably not healthy for anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Like outside of like your family, but even that people
Right.
can take too far. But like I'm just saying in general, like if you're like obsessed with anything, really, I mean, I'm way too ADHD to be obsessed with anything. Like my obsessions go like, I mean, other than food, which you gotta eat, right? I mean, that's not going nowhere.
Right.
But I'm
Right.
saying like anything, like I get over it quick. Like sorry, my light got caught on my pants. I was fiddling with my pants. I didn't have a belt on. And I got
Wow.
the glance.
Oh my God, I love it. So let's talk about that because that was a fun
That
fucking
show was
show.
probably one of the funnest shows that I've ever been a part of. We're talking about the Halloween show at the Comedy Farm. Freddy Krueger was there. Jason Voorhees was there. My cousin Troy was there. Um, but he, everybody was really there. They was coming up there. They had so many people in attendance. I think I seen a gopher at one point. Someone had a sheep. People was bringing in. They had all sorts of things that they came to. And I think I seen the head of the Altoona Pizza review there. I think I seen, but they all come out to see Troy because Troy brings it, don't he? Yeah, he does. He does.
Oh my God.
No, but that was fun. It was the first time that I ever performed in character. Like, I wasn't just myself in this act. I was Troy, of course, obviously. I'll let you guys in on a little podcast secret here. You guys probably don't know that. Only our Patreon members know that. I'm kidding. We don't have any Patreon members. I'm Troy. Believe it or not, all I do is this, and it flips right in there. You can't even stop it. But
If it fucking gets stuck, I'm gonna be so mad. Like I'm not dating Troy for the rest of my life. Get out.
but I am Troy, and I did character. I did the whole, well, not the whole set, but I did the whole first part of the set, except for the last joke, essentially, as Troy. And the reason I did that is because honestly, when I was sitting here going over my jokes, they were just funnier to me in my, like, coming out as Troy. Like, they just sounded funnier because it's just such a ridiculous voice. And then when you mix in sort of things like the way he says stuff, like Italian dressing, you know what I mean? Like, it's just different. It makes people like it better. I don't know. But it worked, and it worked. It took the crowd a minute to catch on, but once they did, I think they really liked Troy. And then I became Scott at the end, and that murdered, and it was just a lot of fun. But forget about how I did. The whole show, from top to bottom, was absolutely fantastic. It's probably the best paced, the best. Like, it had no lulls. I say this, like, almost every show that we've been to has always had lulls. Even in even if you go to see a headliner, like, you know, there's lulls. Like in an hour and 20-minute performance, there's going to be lulls, even if it's one
Right.
performer or many. And this just didn't hit that. It had a nice rhythm
Right.
to it. Everybody was funny. Nobody did 47 minutes. Um,
Yeah, it was stellar,
there was
dude.
pizza
Like,
in the back. When do you get pizza? Come on now.
thank you, Papa Scott. Not you, Scott. Papa Scott,
Right.
Papa Tracksuit, Scott. I can't say it. Papa Tracksuit.
Right. He did. When he kind of had a little bit of a running gag about being older than everybody else and buying him pizza, and then he really bought pizza, which, I mean, I felt that. I mean, food is my love language.
You'll call him Dad for free pizza, won't you?
I'll say anything for free pizza. But yeah, no, seriously. I mean, yeah, no, it was just awesome. The crowd was great. It was a great crowd. They were laughing. They weren't, other than that one guy who I knew who was a little bit of a heckler. He doesn't do it as come from. It's not a malicious thing. He's just a drunken fucking fool.
Right. But shout out to Ronnie Fleming because he masterfully
It was one of the.
handled
It
it
was one of the. Yeah, it was one of the best heckler handlings that I've seen.
ever.
He
Yeah.
had him up on the stage, for God's sake. Like, he turned it into this whole other thing. And I'm sure, and I mean, obviously, like, Ronnie probably wanted to do his material more than deal with this dingbat. But he did it so well that the crowd that they didn't really even want to hear jokes after that because it went on for so long. It was just like that was the ending, was him handling that.
Yeah, but it was great. I mean, Ronnie is funny, right? He's a great comic, but I mean, just seriously, hands down, the best handling of a heckler I've ever seen, and
And
I've seen
people
professionals do it.
Well, people responded to it, and that's why. But that's why it was good, because he made it part of the thing. It didn't, and it wasn't against that guy. It wasn't like he was like mean to that guy or anything like that. He did it in such a cool way that it was a lot of fun. When he sat down on the stool and started taking a bite of the pizza, I lost it because it was just so funny. Like, I mean, genius, genius,
Yeah,
genius, genius. It was great. It was great.
yeah.
Um. But yeah, just the whole show. I mean, we talk about it all the time, but I love the Comedy Farm. I love Ridge. Ridge is the cow was hilarious. Ridge, Scott, Tracksuit Scott, Eddie, all those guys,
Everybody,
Levi.
like, it was
Everybody
the
was so
best
good.
sets that I've seen from like every actor involved. Like it was a well-run show. All the little Easter eggs were really fun. I'm gonna clip an Easter egg in here that goes with Freddy Krueger. I mean, it was just so much
And
fun.
Eddie's Freddy Krueger. I mean, Eddie bought all in on that thing. Let's just say
Dude,
he became Freddy Krueger. Like, for that, like, and he was so funny, and he embodied Freddy Krueger, which is what's great about it, because of the
The
way that he, like,
voice.
his style, the jokes, the voice. Yeah, it was just a total package. He really just did a phenomenal job. But I can't stress this enough. I think too, part of it is like having a sort of a themed show helps, I think, when you're like, not that everybody's talking about the same things, because we were doing all kinds of stuff, but everybody, like, sort of having that common theme to drive, like, the story, I guess. It's a lot of fun. It was really good.
Yeah, and it it flowed. It just flowed. It was seamless. From comic to comic, it was seamless, just not individual sets. Like, the whole thing was so fun. The crowd was fantastic. We met
It just worked.
Alyssa Malvoisin, who has a gorgeous voice. I didn't get to catch her set at Juniata Brewing the first time we were there, so I'd like to hear more of her music. I love her stylings. So I'm going to clip in a little, whatever video I put together to insert here is going to include a little bit of the show, a little bit of the Easter egging in the show, and Alyssa, a little bit of her song. So,
Yeah, she opened the
great
show for us.
stuff.
That was another thing, is we had a musician kind of come out and warm things up a little bit.
Halloween's coming up. That is my favorite time of the year. For whatever reason, it's a lot like Christmas. They put out decorations and lights and stuff, but it's a lot more devil and candy instead of Jesus, and that scares me. But I learned something. The history of Halloween is that the witches helped the Puritans through the winter by giving them candy corn. Yeah, you guys remember that, did you? And then what happened is they killed all the witches because candy corn sucks. Yeah, I mean, big guy.
That was good. I also want to reiterate again, there was pizza back in the green room. It was a fantastic show, and I think that probably I'd have said that if there was pizza back there, I'd have probably said that about any show. In all kidding aside, this was a lot of fun. Great crowd, when the audience and the comics have as much fun as each other, that's the best. That's the best show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what I love now is that you guys are more established and people know you guys all more, is I just like to stand back on the fringe after the shows and watch the fans come up to you, because that's really fun.
Fan schmans. We had one. And it was Alyssa's mom.
Collectively, I mean, across all the shows, I watch.
You're breaking up,
real technical difficulties. What else do we want to talk about?
No, we were just wrapping up the show. That was great. But let's talk a little bit about what we've been spending a lot of time, of course, preparing our event room, and we are getting dangerously close to it being completed. Just a few more finishing touches. Some things got to come in the mail. And just a few other little things. The tile thing, that'll be wrapped up as soon as we get that tool and can cut them things out. That's easy peasy. That's no big deal. That'll take 10 minutes of work. I'm excited about the decorations. I'm excited about getting the people out here. I'm excited. It's going to be wild having a show right here, a comedy club in your house. What? Very few people can understand this. Brandon Cantu is not one of them. He doesn't understand. No, but in all seriousness, like, I mean, how many people have a comedy club? Right, right, your own, right, in your thing. And I mean, it's not going to be just that, but we created an event space and we can watch football games. We can have Thanksgiving dinner. Are you kidding me? With stuffing and cranberry relish, mashed potatoes,
Don't
and
get me started. Don't push it.
turkey.
I'm already seeing Christmas commercials. Don't push it. Can I
Well,
just enjoy
Thanksgiving's
it?
before that. We can push Thanksgiving. I mean, my God,
Let's
Christmas is a
see.
ways off, but we're only a month away from Thanksgiving.
I would love to enjoy Halloween first.
Oh, we're going to. Halloween will be, by the time Halloween comes around, I'll be ready for Groundhog Day.
Speaking of Christmas being pushed on us already, uh,
Mm.
can't have the show without recognizing that one of my favorite mother figures passed away this week, Miss Diane Keaton.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute because she's been sick since the family stone. We know that. Craig T told us. No, I'm kidding. That's not fun to make fun of it. Too soon?
It's
Probably.
not, but that
No.
literally, I watched that yesterday morning when I found out because that is my go-to movie with her.
What's crazy though is for the first in all of her movies, she's always dying. So I feel like Hollywood's been getting ready. Like this is probably one of the easier celebrity deaths I've dealt with. Not as if I care, but I'm just saying, like they've been preparing us for this because, like in every movie, she's like getting ready to go, and everybody they've been like Diane Keaton's getting ready to. They probably had her on death pools, and then she was probably higher on the list than what we think.
I didn't think she was. But
How
yeah,
old
so I
was
thought
she? How old was she? Was she in
she's
like
my
her early 80s?
she's the same age as my dad, I thought, who would be 75 this year.
Yeah, I thought she might have been a little older. But yeah, okay. Hold on, I'll tell you real quick. Give me 1 second. I want to know now because I'm curious. I'm curious because let's see, Diane Keaton. The age always has a big impact. She was a few years older than your dad. She's 79.
Okay.
She was born in 46. So yeah, that's about what I thought. So I mean, that's a very, I mean, she like the national average. Old Diane Keaton. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't know this. She is the mother of Michael Keaton. No. And we all know I've been childhood friends with Michael. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
About the new girl.
one of my favorite movies with her though is Because I Said So. That is such a good girls chick flick that nobody talks about. I
Who's in
love that.
that?
Mandy Moore is her daughter, and she's trying to go on a date, and she hooks what's his name from Harvey from Suits is one of her beaus.
Oh.
And it's a really good movie, but it's not available right now. If we want it, we have to rent it on Amazon because probably the minute she died, they put everything on rent
I'm
only.
tired of renting things. They're killing me with the renting.
I know.
God.
But we did watch something else really, really, really good yesterday, which was it yesterday or Saturday? But the
Yeah, the
John
Steelers.
Candy.
Win, baby.
Yeah,
That's what
that,
we
but that
watched.
wasn't it.
That was really good. That was one of the best things I've seen. No, I'm kidding.
The John Candy documentary.
Oh, my word. How good was that?
It was so good. I
That's
didn't
so. I
realize
was
how many
bawling.
movies.
The guy might have been the greatest actor of our time. They shut down the 405. They only did that for two people prior. Who was it? The Pope and the President. And
Yeah.
the only other person they've done that for is John freaking Candy. What's that tell you? How big of a... Hold on. I had the eyebrow got going for a minute. I couldn't... No, but I mean... And I love John... Like, I always liked John Candy. Like, I'm not... Like... It's not that I wasn't aware of John Candy, but first
Right.
off, I didn't realize his catalog was so extensive.
Same.
I didn't realize how beloved he was by
As a human,
fans and fellow actors.
that
And
speaks
he was
volumes.
just yep, it really does. He was and everybody says the same thing. He was the best person that they knew.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I knew it was coming the whole time, obviously, but I did get teary-eyed at the end when Catherine O'Hara at his
Oh,
funeral.
I
Oh
love
my
her.
God, jeez Louise, what are you trying to do, Amazon? Give me a heart attack from crying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I was weeping like a little baby.
Oh my God. So,
But I definitely recommend going to check it out, though. Go watch it. Go watch all the John Candy movies afterwards. I didn't realize he was in 9 John Hughes movies.
I didn't either.
Nobody was in more. Nobody was in more.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So we went and watched we watched Uncle Buck after that and Home Alone. So,
Mm-hmm. And a little bit later, we're going to be watching Who's Harry Crumb? No, I'm teasing. They
I
do have
watched
all the.
that.
That's the beauty of right now is Amazon's not being a dick and make you rent them all like they usually do. Usually at Christmas time, you got to rent all the good Christmas movies. Halloween, you got to rent the good ones if you want to watch them. Sure, we'll give you Goosebumps, but you got to rent Goosebumps too, you asshole. Uh, um, but right now they have Uncle Buck on there. They have The Great Outdoors. They have
Ooh, I
Brewster's
do like that
Millions. They have Who's Harry Crumb. They have Delirious. Did you ever see that?
one.
Where he's like a writer and he like gets into the world of like soap. I forget how it even goes, but what's funny about that movie is I've only ever seen it one time and I remember it. And I was at Grandma Fliggle's house and it was on playing on one of the movie channels or whatever. And I was like, what is this? And she's like, it's a really funny movie. I remember watching it. Delirious. Um, yeah, I love John Candy. I like him now. He's like my idol. Before I liked him. Now he's like my hero. Like he's a great guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Agree. All right. So we've been talking everyone's ear off for a little over an hour about absolutely nothing. We had no structure this week. Just a couple thoughts to share with you guys. I still haven't even released half the clips from the last 2 episodes. So if you haven't watched it, I'm going to be flooding.
No. I was just gonna say. I mean, if you haven't figured it out by now, though, that's what podcasts are: people rambling on incessantly about absolutely nothing, and just hoping that maybe you can enjoy a little bit of the conversation. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking about, though, I will say this. I was thinking about you know how I've had this joke for a long time about my hairy chest and how the hair is so long it looks like those little Jewish dreadlock things. I was thinking about making that joke, but I was like, what if we could actually twist it up and then shave my hair to look like the face of a rabbi? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Oh my God. I could figure that out. I could hair gel.
Oh, it could be done. I'm hairy enough. I can do it. Could be done. And I have hair everywhere, so you could just trace whatever shape you want into it. Like it's easy.
Oh my
But
God.
wouldn't that be funny to tell that joke and then be like, "No, I'm serious. Look," and then lift your shirt up, and it looks like a freaking. It really looks like a rabbi with like the things. How funny would that be? That would be. Oh my God, it'd be hysterical.
It would.
I
You're
would
right.
love it.
You're
I would.
right.
Speaking of, I want to know. Let's talk about something else here because your shirt just reminded me, and we've never talked about this. I don't think on the podcast. We've been to the Exorcist steps.
We have.
We have like
And
the very
it's
famous
pretty
scene
damn
that you see
steep.
there on her shirt. What's that?
I said, and they're pretty damn steep.
You throw somebody down them Paris. I can't even talk. You throw somebody down them steps, and They ain't coming out of it because it's first off, it's a huge set of steps. Imagine walking up those steps. That's what I'm saying. If you're down in Georgetown and you got to walk up to that other street, that's a hell of a walk. Hell no, I'll walk around and catch it. I'm not walking up them steps, bub.
But how
But
cute
what?
is that little area down in Georgetown where all that stuff is? There's so much,
Oh, I mean,
like, it's so
Georgetown's
nice.
great. Yeah, Georgetown's super nice. I mean, it's obviously super, super expensive. Also famously made famous by that's where Will Smith lives in Enemy of the State is Georgetown.
Ooh, I love that movie. We just watched it.
Ooh, let's talk. We just watched that. Let's talk about that. This is our highlighted little bonus of the week. We watched Enemy of the State, which, if you don't agree that that is the best movie of 1990, whatever, you're wrong. No, it's Will Smith. It's my favorite Will Smith movie. It's my favorite Gene Hackman movie. Look at all the people in it, and it doesn't get old. Look at Seth, Jack Black, Seth Green, Jake Busey. That other guy that's like John Voight, but that's like John Voight's right-hand man in the movie. What's the gangster's name? Tom Sizemore?
Yeah, yes. And
Um,
even Will Smith's wife in the movie.
Regina King.
Yeah, like
Regina King's in. Oh, Lisa Bonet. Um, it's
it's
just packed full of stars.
insanely good.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy how good a movie it is. Like, even you would think that a movie about technology wouldn't age well at all. You know what I mean? Like, you think you would watch that 30 years later and be like, this doesn't hold up. It holds up better, and it's even like more true today. Like, if they made Enemy of the State 2, it would just be them getting a drone into his house and killing him right in the back of the head without anyone knowing. Like, oh, Jason Lee's in the movie?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, it's chopping out again. I'm just like zoning
Yeah, it's
out because
okay, baby.
it's freezing.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up here. Yeah, anything else? Closing, parting words? Uh, we're getting ready for the Halloween show. Halloween's coming up. The next time we talk to you, we're talking about trick-or-treating, cigarettes that I left on the porch, scary stories. We'll have had a show here at the house. We have been investigating something. We talked about that the last time. We'll continuing to investigate. That's going to be coming up.
Matthew McDonald missing in Pennsylvania. Yeah, we're going to continue to work on that. So
We were
Sam's
out there.
videos. Yeah, we went out there. We filmed the cemetery where he was allegedly dropped off. Sam's posts have been getting a lot more traction on TikTok. So there's some comments in there that I want to vet through. There's some assholes that are trying to make Matthew look like he was worse than what he was. So trolls,
It does.
obviously.
To me, it's one of those things. It's like saying, like, when a hooker gets murdered, like she was just that doesn't mean we shouldn't solve the murder. Like, what are you
Right,
talking about? Like, that doesn't even begin to make sense. Like,
right. It's
that's
it's
the
it's
stupidest thing I've ever heard. When you
I
victim blame,
I feel so bad for his mom and his sisters or his sister. And it's like, I mean, they're the ones that still don't have answers. And now not only do they not have answers, but they have to deal with fucking trolls and lowlives and
right?
people who are
Because he
just
was a
like,
drug addict. If that has something to do with, like, he should have been murdered.
right.
Like, what? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, yeah, did that maybe have a role in why or what happened? Sure. But what does that have to do with anything? Like, why not still look at it?
Right. And that's the thing that's still in question is I don't even think he was an addict. I think that he was new to methamphetamines and didn't realize what he was getting himself into. Because remember, he had been in jail for 10 years. So off and
Right.
on. So he was very much just a product of the prison system and didn't really know the outside world as well as he could or should have. So, I mean, I'm not
Well, he
saying he was
should
in
have
a
been more.
I'm not saying that he was in there 10 solid years, right? But it was like up and
Right.
down in his adult life. And so he was also apparently very trusting where he shouldn't have been. And so he just this is definitely a case of mixing with the wrong people and having the wrong people take advantage of you because you're either too nice or too naive. That's what I'm
Well, that's what I'm
getting
just going
from.
to say. The bottom line is he still shouldn't have been murdered. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, that's just, it
Well,
doesn't matter
babe, you
what the
keep saying
situation.
that. We don't know if he was murdered. He could have just walked
Oh,
off.
yeah. I keep saying that. Yeah, I do need to.
He's
But I mean,
missing.
let's be real. Yeah, no, I agree. But let's be realistic too about it, though. It's like, I think that there's something bad happened. And I think that those people, you know what I mean, had something to do with it. That's my initial reaction to it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you
And
said, people that he shouldn't have, people took advantage of his they took his kindness for weakness and it got him.
but yeah, so we're going to continue to cover that. I have a cool story to go with it, but we'll do it for the next episode. We'll talk about that. And
Ooh, real quick though. One thing though, before we leave, Black Friday, Johnstown people, Black Friday, there's going to be more information to come, but look for it. Frankie George, All the Wrong Move Productions is back at it again. Going to be back, I think, at the Masonic Temple again. But just be on the lookout for that, because if you know anything about that last one, Papa's going to be back in the Egyptian room. That's all I'm saying.
And you've got a show, what, the 24th at a place called what?
Oh, I forgot about that. Funky clowns. And I can do guys off at once. No, funky Claude, whichever you prefer. No, it's at Funky Claude's in Altoona. I have no idea what to expect. It's music, it's comedy. It's going to be a good time. Then we have our show on the 25th, which is going to be, I can't even begin to tell you how fun that's going to be. Then Black Friday, and then the day after, we just freshly minted the contract on this one. No, the Arena Bar and Grill in State College, a lot of people that follow the Comedy Farm are already familiar with that. This is the people's request. This Scott Kelly, tracksuit Scott, 3 Scotts. There might be one that's a knot. So 3 Scotts and a knot. It's Ridge. I'm going to let you in on that. But Ridge may not be able to make it. That's why it's possibly 3 Scotts and a knot, but it might just be 3 Scotts. Or maybe we get another Scott if Ridge can't make it. What about that?
There are 4
There's
Scots.
plenty. I think there's actually 5 in the Central PA comedy scene. Central West. I'm trying to come up with a unique name for our area, like West Central region or so, you know what I mean? Like something like that. Because it's like, it's not I would call the Central region like the Harrisburg area, which we're not a part of that really. But like Johnstown, Altoona, State College, Huntingdon are like its own little thing outside in between Harrisburg and Pittsburgh that I would call the West Central region, the Central West region.
Sure.
And it's filled with Scots. Nothing but Scots in one ridge.
All right, guys. Well, we've done a lot. We've got a lot coming up. We're talking about a lot. So enjoy the new music on the way out. We will be cutting a video for that too. And in case nobody's told you guys this week, stay classy.
It's Scotland in Atlanta, probably.
Buckle tight, it's a shadowed ride. Scott and Alanna, nothing to hide. Barbecued joints and late night laughs. Welcome aboard. This is Gilded Trash. It's a shadowed ride. Scott and Alanna, nothing to hide. Of a few joints and late night laughs. Welcome aboard. This is Gilded Trash.